Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sunday Stream, where we're taking a break from doing some casual multiplayer stuff, because I have a game that I wanted to show off, because I thought it was neat. This is Ash of Gods Redemption. I am, as always, the Krampus.
I'm Nugrat.
And today we are going to be looking into a dark fantasy tactics game. This game was created by studio I've never heard of before. Art and Dust. And the thing that strikes me most about it is almost everything in this game looks like it's been hand animated. In like,
hey, Vorton, how's it going?
Hey, Vorton. Oh yeah, if you think the title screen looks nice, what do you see when we actually start a new game? This is my test save up here. I've really done that.
Stream.
What's that?
Are you gonna get side stream started or no?
Oh yes, sorry, always forget that. Side stream for the co-hosts. Okay, there we go. Now we are prepared. So we're just gonna start a new game. We're gonna play on classic mode.
Because we don't hate ourselves that much.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be silent for most of this opening.
To attack during a transformation sequence. Fucking assholes.
Man, this would be the most brutal of Sentai. I mean, to just see the way this man just Ginzu knifed his way through an army. Hot knife through everything challenge.
Unsolved mysteries are like an unquenched thirst. Premonitions of trouble to spur you to keep going.
That's not what the text says.
It's fine, it's fine.
Is it fine, then?
It's acceptable.
1002 years since divine retribution. The end of winter. The Veil of Mercy. Foothills of the Milky Mountains.
So we're going to get a lot of exposition thrown at us in real quick succession here. Those people we saw who were uber battling through the thing are called Kuros. And that battle is the Battle of Drowsy Deep. You are the only one who survived because you got ganked before you could do your Spirit Crystal self-sacrifice thing. The planet we're on is called Terminium. Or at least the land that we're in is called Terminium. No idea if it's the world or just the country. It's kind of interchangeable. A lot of this game is delivered just through text like this. We saw a guy who we could identify as an Umbra Reaper in disguise. We will learn more about what those are later. But point is, they're bad. Real bad. For that reason, the return of Umbra forewarns of an impending reaping.
Get reaped.
So, here is our battle system. We have our character who's got health and energy. We can see his level there. As it says here, the blue tiles can be moved to for free. If you move to the yellow or the orange tiles, they require energy to move to. But they will not end your turn to do so. So it's going to handhold us through the tutorial. A couple things. Number one, we deal flat damage. We always know how much damage that we are going to be doing. And, as it's explaining here, we can either attack health or energy with almost every attack in the game, unless it explicitly says otherwise.
Okay.
Also, it's not just the cutscenes. All the individual sprites also have very fluid animations. Now, importantly, not only can we attack someone's energy to get rid of their energy pool and thus deprive them of using abilities, if you attack someone and bring them down to 0 energy, and then you hit their energy pool again, they will take double that damage in health.
Okay.
This does also have a sort of trample effect, where if you do enough damage to bring someone down to 0 health, and you have bleed over damage, it will go in.
Okay.
And there are certain enemies that can have, like, a huge amount of health, but only have a little bit of energy, and you can hit them through that weak point. This is just telling us that we can select a character and see what their abilities are, even enemies. And we can walk to a place and then use a skill, much like in Chroma Squad. And then if we right-click on a tile, we can see what skills we use that don't require a specific target. Managed threw an axe at us.
Oh, very nice.
Once again, if we had attacked his health, we would have only done 15 damage, but or 16 damage. But because we attacked his empty energy pool, we were able to do double damage and fight. That is the nicest combat is ever going to get in this game. And by the way, our mysterious Kuro who survived the fight, his name is Hopper Rowley.
Okay.
At least now it is. And this is a seer. Hopper is also, I want to say, 1,000 years old? Because he was already multi-generational.
Probably more than that.
Yeah. I don't think they've ever brought it up in the short amount I've played, but he's at least a few centuries by the time the big battle happened. So we've got a bunch of signs of the reaping upon us. Forest of Datura, Vandal Witch, inside the Woodland Trails, various things like that. And there is basically another reaping coming. Another thing that this game does is a lot of stuff is handled by these like multiple choice questions here, but it will show you what you've chosen before. So like in my first game I chose, what do you mean by tide? In this case, I'm going to do this one just because this doesn't have a story consequence. Hopper's gone native. And Hopper's got a lot of survival guilt. Wodan and Balbius. And a bit of preventative maintenance, considering she had a prophecy of him stabbing her with a knife.
What does one need to meet old age in peace? Only to avoid a major disaster.
So,
I feel like there's probably more to it than that.
oh, there most certainly is more to it than that. Everybody's got their own things going on during this whole
Year
game.
1002
No, I
since
mean,
divine
to beat old
retribution.
age in peace, you need to probably do
Brokana,
more than just
the
avoid a
kingdom of
major
Odala.
attack.
Oh, well,
City
yeah.
of Albius. The spring equinox. 8th year of peace since the last war. A retired captain of the guard and his daughter are strolling through the festival market.
So this is Gleda Brennan. And this is Thorn Brennan. Thorn's gonna be our main character going forward. Hopper was mostly just there for the tutorial to begin with. Burgomaster. The Burgomaster who does look like he has taken a shovel to the face one too many times. Yes, we are here looking for a gift for our wife because it is her birthday on the spring equinox. So anytime we see this little quill icon in the corner, as it's saying here, it means our choice will have consequences. Though, at this point, we're not sure what the consequences are. I did clothing last time, we'll do jewelry. Now, that doesn't lock us into a choice right now, that particular one, because, as you'll see when we pan over here, it'll give us a choice of places in the market to look, and we can still choose to go to the clothing place instead if we wish. There are also optionals. If you see anything in blue, it's something you can do optionally that won't advance the story, but anything in red will continue on to the next scene.
Okay.
So we're going to stop by and talk to Gleda. So Thorn has some opinions about his daughter not being very quote-unquote daughterly. This is not the first time or the last time it will come up. I'll go with different options for now. We will meet Sop, Brett, and Hode later. This is the age-old argument that they're having, that they'll continue to have about, put down this, stop doing sword things. That's your brother's thing. Do dresses.
Women shouldn't do swordly things.
That's almost exactly what he's saying, actually. And I've not done this conversation before. I went to the clothing store last time. So we never got this, where I really go during my midday walks. And yes, we're here to buy something for our wife. No matter which store we went to, we would have heard about Ursus. Or the healer in Ursus, Unda. Ursus. But she's been out wandering with her daughter for years, and nobody knows how to get a hold of her, so it doesn't help us right now. Ah. So this is the first we're hearing of Strixes, which, again, we would not have heard of if we went to the clothing store. There's a lot of stuff here that we're not hearing about in the other conversation. Common woe comes, death walks among mankind and saps their vigor. But you can substitute your life for the Strixes. For a time, at least. It will suck the Strix dry before it sucks you dry. And that's a lot of gold coins.
Clearly, we have 100,000 gold coins just sitting around.
Well, Rask is an old friend, and he says that he'll allow installment payments on it. So I'm gonna slightly cheat in that I know the importance of Strixes.
This studio has not done any other games, Hunter, as far as I can tell.
The art style is familiar because they're very clearly copying like a style that happened from the 80s and like the late 80s of animated movies, where they did a lot of like rotoscoping. If you've seen Fire and Ice or a lot of stuff from Ralph Bakshi.
Also, again, this game looks like it could easily be another Banner Saga game.
I haven't played or seen any of the stuff from the Banner Saga apart from stuff on like gaming sites, so I could not speak to that.
So he's going to give us this Strix.
Yeah,
He
he's
doesn't do anything for a year. We're just going to give it back to him. And if we just steal it, he's going to be like, well, I hate people now.
yeah. We're old friends with Rask, as they mentioned when we first came into the store. So
Yeah, not the least of which, Hunter. Thorn here also looks pretty similar to Rook, though.
So we have received 20 Strixes. And just in time, too. Hired someone sober? Yes, the game actually does keep track of the number of Strixes you have in your possession. Fortress of Opacum. Or, sorry, Opacum. And now we're back to how things went in the last playthrough.
So I assume there's a relevance to the number of Strixes we have.
Yes.
Even though we were given a Strix, and we apparently got 20 Strixes.
They're not necessarily counting the number of Strix items that you have. They're counting the quantity that it can protect you from. So when they say we have 20 Strix, it seems like you have 20 Strix value right now.
Yeah.
We had some beforehand, because as they're about to go into, the pendant around our character's neck is a Captain of the Guard's insignia, and those have Strixes inside them.
Sorry, I'm unable to take this man seriously. His name is Dorp Call.
Dorp Call. The Reaper.
Yeah, whatever, Dorpy.
Yeah, this looks like it got the same brand that Handsome Jack got. That's another decision that had far-reaching consequences. We've lost 8 Strixes. And the reaping begins with our family.
Looks like our loading screen has a little drop to
Yes.
skeleton.
So Gleda has, sometime in the recent past, about a week ago, gotten a hold of some ancient plaques, which is going to introduce our next game mechanic, which are battle cards. Referred to as plaques in the game, but the tooltips referred to them as
Ancient plaques.
yeah. So, these are peddled almost everywhere. But we have no time to worry about that because crazy bandits are foaming at the mouth.
I'll beat some sense into them with this sword.
Gleda will also beat some sense into them with this sword. What your daughter is really asking for is some stern parenting. Thanks, Thorn. So, we get to choose turn order. The enemies have a specific turn order that they go in, but our turns are just choose a person and go. You can't choose that same person until everyone else is gone. Each of the cards can only be used once per character. Wounds are also a thing. Or not once per character, I'm sorry, once per battle is when cards can be used. But yeah, our characters can accrue wounds. They lose stats based on the number of wounds. If you sustain 4 wounds, you die. And then we have a generic question mark down here that just puts an overlay up that teaches us all this stuff.
Okay.
So, we can reposition our characters as we want in the battle. I'm probably actually going to have her start back here, just because, again, I have full knowledge of how this battle goes.
Take cover behind that rock and then do an Overwatch.
We can't do Overwatch, unfortunately. There's no Overwatch mechanic here. So, turns are timed, but we have 300 seconds. If you take 300 seconds for your turn, things have gone very, very badly.
I don't know, I've watched you play strategy games.
Well, you're going to keep watching play strategy games at least one more day today. So, it is very, very important to notice the cost of attacks in this game. Because in addition to using energy, some attacks can use health. It's not a problem for, like, 3 health, though this does scale. You're never going to get to a point where you're comfortable using health, because it's always going to be scaling to your attack power.
Yeah, it's percentage-based.
I had to redo this fight twice, because 2 of Gletta's abilities use a very large amount of health. Double Strike uses 14 health of the 32 that she has, and Heavy Strike uses 27 of her health. So... I want to attack this man. And attack his energy. Now, Thorn can shield up and defend, so he takes very little damage from attacks, usually. And our 5 cards that we have down here are Touch of Chaos, reduces health by 5 to a random enemy unit, increases energy by 2 to all party members, and gives someone a random 2 attack. Okay. A random 2 extra attack. Spirit Armor, increased defense by 10. Defense is flat damage reduction.
Okay.
Cure increases health by 10, Chokehold reduces health by 10, and Rancor reduces attack by 5 and increases attack by 1 to all surrounding units.
So obviously, I haven't played this game at all, Vorton, and I don't think Krampus has gotten super far into it.
No.
So I don't know on the 2x2 characters. Awkward attack patterns, almost certainly. That's basically how these types of games variate things.
To blow all your
if
cards,
it is,
there's no reason not to.
if it is aping Banner Saga as much as it kind of appears to be, Banner Saga definitely did have larger characters.
Yeah.
But it also literally had an entire race called the Varls, which are basically giants. Thus far, we haven't really seen anything in this that implies there's anything other than basically humanoids.
Yeah.
Like regular-sized human people.
My attacks. Okay. So that's an attack that just gives him 3 defense. Also, using a card takes the place of your action. That's something you can do for free. So, we are going to attack this person's energy. Just flat out kill him. And she has an ability where when she kills someone, she will get back 10 health. Just as a passive. So. Now, if you are ever in the future playing through this game yourself, this, depending on what achievements you're going for, this may be the only time you ever field her, because there is an achievement for being a helicopter parent and never allowing Gletta into battle. Also, anything that has a radius in the game, unless it specifically says otherwise, will hit friendly targets. So if you're like doing an attack that hits everything around him, like Thorn's knockback here, and his daughter was standing in the radius, well, sorry, honey.
That's just parenting.
Yep. Also of note, that bleed over damage when you run out of energy and are still doing health damage, that is also affected by the double damage rule.
Yeah.
And I think we are just going to get rid of this guy. That will be 10 health. The cost of that.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that she spends a lot of health to do damage doesn't really is mitigated by the fact that she heals, which takes people down. So.
Yes, the reason I had to redo this fight was because A, I didn't realize that it took health, and B, she wasn't killing people with her abilities. So as long as she's the one who kills people, it's fine. So, we help our daughter through the first taste of combat, we get some XP. You can gain Strixes in a battle, but I haven't done so yet. So, yep. So our housekeeper's daughter is dead, and our wife is dead.
We brought you Strixes.
So yes, his daughter went crazy and went at her wife with a knife. Alright, let's get this covered up. Also, Tenor has seen some shit.
Count said many things.
Ah, a dark blue mark like an ulcer on the nape of the neck. Which is a thing from the ancient manuscripts. So this is what the reaping is. It's a plague that covers you starting from the back of your neck and grows around you. And yes, Gleda has the mark on her as well. But we don't. And because we went to the jewelry store this time, we have a Strix that we can give Gleda. And we bury Quina with our wife because they were childhood friends.
Open the door.
Check in on Tenor.
Cool. We don't want a fucking old man slowing us down anyway.
So yes, our wife was the daughter of Count Vici. One of the options that we didn't select there would reveal that Tanner has actually been a spy inside the house for 20 years, and we let him because we don't give a shit. We're not plotting anything against the Count, we're just retired, living on a horse farm. And you may have seen Mocked mentioned a couple times. Mocked is Thorn's son, who's out being in the army.
Yeah, like, we know he has 2 kids, because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we will go answer the gate. It's Captain Krieger. And Fisk, the guardsman from the northern gate. He's gonna knock the goddamn door down.
You'll die, so, you know.
Don't worry about it, we'll all be dead soon. And yes, they keep mentioning it, though we haven't seen it yet. The gate of the town had a sigil drawn over it. Some kind of magical ward that the Reapers left. And Krieger has also brought a bunch of soldiers with him. Check on both of them. There is a reason we're doing all of the side stuff apart from story. Morale is a thing in this game, and morale directly affects the stats of your troops. Each individual unit has their own morale, so if you know, talk down to someone or otherwise piss somebody off, they'll lose morale, and they won't be as effective in combat. Not like that. I don't think there's a way to not lose loyalty with Brett in this scene.
There was another option that chose.
Yeah.
You only know half the results. You can't really say.
That's true. Here's Hode. He's a hotshot assassin. What with the daggers and all. He's actually listed as assassin as his class.
Let's not fall in a river of shit.
We're already in the river of shit.
Right. Cock the wagon.
God, you never cock the wagon. Take a ferry.
Not every river has a ferry available.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to hire natives.
Also, we can click on portraits for various
Wow.
bios of people.
Yeah.
People. Basically, Sapir is one of our daughter's friends who she's been training with. We don't approve of. No records lineage, exempted from the trade fees and joined the Elven Training Company at the request of Basically, we don't know how he survived, apart from there has to be a god looking out for him. Okay, we got loyalty increase from Sop. Alright, and now to devise a plan. Well, the Burgomaster's dead. Okay, the Fisk.
A terrible curse.
The Sobriety, a terrible curse. Flit, who kind of looks like lead singer for Ninja Sex Party. I can't unsee that. But yeah, Reapers can appear as human. That's why we've been hearing about like people who look like other people. And they call themselves the Umbra. Which, interestingly enough, Hubble also called himself. So the Reapers and them come from the same place.
Yeah, I mean, that was made pretty clear in that discussion between Amma and Haber.
Yeah. Of course, there's going to be a bunch of binary choices where we have to do one or the other.
It's got a spear. That's all it needs.
Yep. Whether you're drunk or just stupid. He carries around his mother's pin, so he's got Strix as well. And yeah, anyone who dies from the plague, or who constricts the full version of the plague, goes nuts, just like our housekeeper's daughter did. And starts murdering everything around them. Enough exposition. It's time to leave town. So Rask was able to get the gate open somehow.
Yep.
Okay.
Fight away out of time.
Yes.
Honestly, Vorton, call me when they do more Ranma 1/2 on my Sunny Koku. I don't give a shit about Inuyasha.
I did see there's going to be an Inuyasha sequel.
Eh? I wasn't that big of a fan of the original Inuyasha, so...
Yeah, again, it is quite literally the least interesting of Rumiko Takahashi's series.
I watched it because it was on Toonami, and even then, when something better came on, I ditched it in a heartbeat.
Hell, get me more Urusei Yatsura.
I think we're ever going to get more Urusei Yatsura.
Honestly, even just like a modern anime of Urusei Yatsura, I'd be all in for. Not that I have any issues with the classic, but get some more interest built up for it, introduce some new people to it. There are plenty of people that won't watch the original because it's old for them. Yeah, literally, of all of Rumiko Takahashi's series of major significance, Inuyasha is honestly probably the least interesting.
Okay. So,
So we have a whole group of people we can choose from now.
yes, we can take 6 people into battle. And we can see their loyalty here on the thing. We can also see their health, energy, their speed, whatever. Every tick of loyalty up or down, from like normal to high or normal to low,
Increases stats.
increases stats. Yeah, 10% across the board. So, because Flit is in high spirits, we will take him. Important note about this game, and something that's touted on its Steam page. Anyone here can die, and the story can still go on. This includes Gleda and Thorn. No one is exempt from death, but no one's death stops the story.
Sorry.
Unless everyone dies, and then you have to redo the fight. So we'll take Flit, we will take...
It's also important to note that watching all of On the One Half takes forever, considering it's like 7 seasons.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, mind you, reading the manga is not exactly quick either. It's like
That's fair.
ridiculous number of volumes, but yes, watching the anime does take a long ass time because it ran. Yeah, I think it's like 7 or 8 seasons.
No. Time for battle. So, swap these guys over, so these guys have some cover.
Yeah, I want to say it was 7 seasons of the TV series, plus the OVAs, plus I think 2 of them are technically considered movies and not OVAs.
Let's start with our archers. Our archers have the same kind of determination that Gleda has, but theirs is much weaker, so you can't just recover most of the health that you use from, say, Deadeye here.
Yes, and I want to say it's one of the movies, it's been a long time since I watched, one of the movies has a character making probably one of the worst mistakes in the history of anime, where he decides it's a good idea to talk to Ryoga and basically point out how he's never going to be loved by the person he loves, and his whole life is a mess, and it's never going to get better, and make him more and more depressed, not realizing that Ryoga's super attack is literally fueled by how depressed he is.
Ah, Ranma.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hello, by the way, and sorry I'm late.
Hello.
Yeah, no worries.
problem. We are in the middle of a fight with some guards who have gone crazy.
Yeah. I was cooking dinner for Mother's Day, and my brother and his kids showed up as well, so
Ah,
Fair enough.
a lot of sidetracking.
Yeah, no, we were just talking about it because apparently they're doing a sequel to Inuyasha about his daughter, and we were just kind of like, that's great. Tell us when one of the good Rumiko Takahashi series gets a sequel.
In and of itself, Inuyasha is not bad at premise and and execution mostly, except for how long it is.
Well, it's not only that, but it's also just, it's legitimately, it's like my point is like, no, Inuyasha itself, in and of itself is not a bad series. When compared to basically everything else Rumiko Takahashi has done, it's her worst. Like,
Well, you see,
except for maybe Renee.
we're gonna try and keep people alive, but Krampus is the one controlling this.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
promises.
I make no promises.
I mean, he frontlined an archer as the very first action, so you know.
That's because the archers have weird. They only have straight lines, and I didn't realize that until this fight. The archers cannot do corner shots like that. So
Yeah, you still put a ranged character in the very front of your entire group.
Renee's been done since 2017. Her current work is Mal, which is alright.
Wow,
That's one.
faster than I expected her to actually finish the series.
I mean, not everything she writes is insanely long. Like, the ones most people note are, but literally, like, Mermaid Saga and One Pound Gospel exist, so...
I'm well aware. Actually, some of her better work, honestly.
Yeah.
I honestly wish you would write more short-form things.
I mean, honestly, when it comes down to it, My Son Ikoku isn't even actually that long. It's like 15 volumes. Which, admittedly, sounds silly to say 15 volumes isn't really that long. But when you consider that Urusei Yatsura is 34 volumes, Ranma One Half is 38 volumes, Inuyasha is fucking 56 volumes, and Renee is 40 volumes.
And One Piece is roughly 1,548 volumes.
That's
Fine,
chapters. I want to say they're in the 90s now for volumes on One Piece. Uh, 96 tankobon volumes of One Piece currently.
There you go.
Theoretically, it is starting to come close to wrapping up, though, according to Oda.
Oh, he got blackmail material on Shonen Jump executives, I see.
They're a little less shitty about that after what happened with Toriyama.
I would hope so, but
They are actually a fair bit more respectful of a creator, even if they're more popular series, when they're like, look dudes, like I'm pretty sure I'm done with this.
you can just back here. Oh, right. If you move, you can't.
Maybe you can't what?
You
Use
can't
a
use a
card.
card.
The card is your whole turn.
not dead yet.
It's fine, only hit point that counts is the last one.
But yeah, like, I'm sure for people that are fans of Inuyasha, that there being a sequel series to it is interesting. But again, it's easily my least favorite of Takahashi's work, and again, probably one of her worst. It's basically between that and Renee, and I honestly don't think Renee is quite as bad as Inuyasha. I mean, it is, Hunter. It's like, Inuyasha straight up is an isekai.
Yes. Kind of more along the lines of the old shoujo ones, except is a shonen all they know.
Yeah, I mean, but it straight up is an isekai. Like,
Yeah.
isekai is by no means a new phenomenon.
No. The new shonen isekai are a new sub genre.
The popularity
Isekai,
of
but-
the
Yeah.
particular popularity of isekai is fairly new, but
And we are probably gonna. Yep. Oh, she's dead.
oh well.
Yep. Like I said, death is a part of this game.
Just in general, isekai is any sort of series where a character ends up in a different world from their own, and essentially has to kind of learn to live or adapt to life in that new world. So, like, isekai manga and anime have been around for a very long time. It's just there usually were not a ton of them at the same time. Like, it wasn't like now where every third series is an isekai.
Okay. Ah, okay, so she's just acquired a
Just
wound.
gets a wound.
And we acquired a golden earring, which gives 1 energy.
Yeah, she's gotten 1 wound. If you get 4, then you're
Yeah, then she's dead.
gone.
Okay, so there's some leeway to that.
Let's see. Ah, okay, so each of the travel options we have here costs Strix to do. Let's see. Choose a.
Stone Bridge, Melbourne Road, or the Colburn tracks.
I'm sure there's a way to get back the thing. It said it went west, right?
Fleta died. Well, not died, but Fleta got wounded.
She got wounded.
She went down in the fight.
Sorry, what was the question you had, Krampus?
They mentioned which way the tracks went for Rask. I wanted to follow him.
Should have been paying attention.
If only there's a rewind button.
hit the little star over there by the plus and minus?
No, that just centers on you.
Okay. Maybe the question mark will give you something, and it's probably just the overlay, but...
Yeah. Question mark does not do anything right now. Camp? Okay.
So how it works, Orton, is you get a wound in battle. Wounds decrease your character's stats, and if you get 4 wounds, the character is dead.
Yeah. And their stats go down for every wound that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just having a discussion with Krieger about having lost all of his regiment. The end of the world, basically. I get the feeling life kind of kicked Krieger's ass before the reaping ever started. Hey, at least that's one story you can tell. Krieger punched a bear in the face.
That's a timeless story for everyone.
I was dragging a child out of a bear cave, and the bear came at me, so I booped him on the snoot.
Knock the bear out. Punch.
Something inside me. I just want to get to stabbing.
Got a desire to go stabbing. Here I go stabbing again.
You the son of some nobleman. Yeah, so someone's been helping his mother with, money and favors to support him. So he's probably the bastard son of some noble. I feel like we don't exactly get dialogue for people during most of these. We do get little like hey. It's also weird to be doing the dramatic camera shots when they're just talking to somebody. Whoosh. books, I guess. Gordin, Gordan, and Ingordin.
Do you know that Ingordin means the same thing as Gordon?
I ain't got no kings. Just a bunch of dukes. Look, I want to be a scribe and a warrior. I want to write books and I want to stab people.
I want to be able to write and go stabbing.
I want to write while I'm stabbing.
Behold, my pen blade.
Ah, the pen is mightier than a sword.
That's why we turned it into a sword.
Pen might be mightier than the sword, but both are mightier than either.
There's wisdom in that.
And I love draw.
What are your plans for after the end of the world?
Look, it's not the end of your world. The reaping happened like 700 years ago and the world's still around.
I'll write a book about us called A Song of Reaping and Blood. I'll work on the title.
The Song of Hot and Cold.
Yeah, so we can heal our party, but healing our party costs Strixes to do.
Yeah.
Let's see. And you can go in for an in-depth look at people's skills and stuff by clicking the thing here. So everybody gets buffed when this commander dies.
What you're saying is we need to purposely throw him out there and sacrifice to start a fight. Get everyone lost.
No.
I mean, no, of course not. He's on Archer.
It's true, he's not a frontline archer.
I'm just looking to see who needs energy the most out of all of us. Looks like that's gonna be Hode here. Most everybody else just pays for their stuff in health more so than energy. Hode. Get a ring. Alright.
Still no idea which path you want to take, so pick one.
Yep. Take Stonebridge. Let's see. Corpses, a tower. Well, let's look at the corpses.
A tower of corpses.
The ears and faces of the victims have been cut off.
Oh.
I was kidding, but I guess not.
Oh, okay, this was the
Fun
right one.
time.
This is the guardsman we're chasing after Rask.
Rask murdered all these guards.
Oh. Receive gold. But we've lost loyalty with
Oh.
Krieger.
Fuck off, Krieger. They don't need it.
Yeah, exactly. Could have gone west. Let me check the tower over here. Walk around the tower? Peek inside.
Hode's an assassin.
Yep. Don't do it! Fuck you! Yeah, we got Strixes. Let's examine the southern road. Alright, so we didn't find Rask, unfortunately.
Nope.
Oh well. Skeleton dude. Alright, so.
Head for Dinfor Mimik.
The secret path.
I mean, it's just right there. Totally kept secret.
It's probably going to lead to another morale hit with Krieger, but that also means Strixes. No honor for the dead. I have no idea why it's taking me over here. Oh, okay, for an event. Frisians invaded Rakana. Hordes of Northerners are already marching across the lands of the Five Kingdoms. Continue along the secret path. Look, Krieger, you're gonna have to get over this.
Never.
Rambling.
Did we pass a dozen hamlets yesterday?
Eh,
We're taking a
Sure.
secret path.
So yes, Renan, as indicated by his portrait here, because all the different classes have different portraits, he is a kind of spellcaster.
Okay.
Powders and poultices. Yeah, we don't care about shit like that anymore, kid. Just go see whoever and...
Do what you want. We're busy. Hand over to those burbs.
Birds and corpses. Someone actually survived all this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we're not monsters. Now, what good zombie story is a good zombie story without an infant to care for?
You cross the bridge, it gives out, killing your entire party.
I'm not
Game.
surprised.
Probably would have held if you hadn't picked up that pregnant woman.
Enchanted blades that can fly. Reap time.
Reap time!
Meanwhile, Fisk is Leroy Jenkinson into this fight. Oh.
Just be careful not to get stuck on a choke point like a bridge. I got this!
Oh, you have a fancy new ring, so you get to be the party. There's Fisk, and alright. Oh, look at these strap points. Okay. Front. So these guys have regular attack that does 7. They also have Bloodlust. They have 7 damage, reduced attack by 1. Deals 14 damage to everyone in a line.
Yeah.
And they can increase their counter attack. Alright.
It's like the line attack is only 2 long, so it's not that bad, but one of their attacks is like a range of like 4 or 5, so
Yeah.
they aren't kidding. They said they have enchanted blades that can fly.
Just going to have him
Beat his ass.
Kick his ass! This is running distance by 2. He's not in turn. So he can run real far if he needs to. But we also can't move through our own units, so...
Can't move through your own units.
No, cannot move through your own units. They block just as enemies would. And counterattacks are just sometimes a thing that happens. These guys have a thing that increases their counterattack, so they're going to be a little more counterattacky than average.
Yep.
Alright. I just used a buff. Finish this guy off.
All right, everyone stand in a line and attack that one guy in particular.
It's like that scene from Airplane. Yeah. Ah, we have a special guy back there. Special guy can deal 5 damage to everyone on the 3 line, increase the energy of a party member, or increase the health of a party member. And he just can increase defense by 3 to all party members if he chooses. Turns out this is probably a bad fight to have brought Hoskin, because he can't... There's only 2 spaces on the bridge. We can't go...
I mean, yeah. What other ranged person are we going to bring in? We have both archers already.
Yeah. So instead, we're just going to use his turn. He was cured. Yeah. Congratulations, you're a mage now, Hosk. Heart of the cards.
Oh.
Oh, right, that didn't count as his turn, quote unquote.
So he has to take an actual turn to.
Yes. Well, Hosk is gonna take a...
Yeah.
Yep. Bye, Hosk.
Not dead, just wounded.
Yep.
So you keep saying Hosk. The dude's name is Fisk.
I don't know where I got Hosk from. So for defense.
Names are interchangeable.
You have a multi-target attack, don't you?
Yes, I do. Which I will use. Right at. Also gives him a lot of defense.
Yep.
Alright. Okay. Just get rid of that guy right now.
Yep.
Just take a power shot. Let's kill this guy.
Oh, stab that man in the throat.
Even more defense. Just got that corpse in his crotch right there. Alright, we found another cure card. And our main character is leveled up.
And nothing of value was lost. I could be a wizard warrior. A war-izzard. No, you keep the amulet.
He doesn't want to be a wizard, he wants to be a warrior.
Ah, we got more magic cards. Find pieces of cards. Like the 5 pieces of Exodia, the Forbidden One.
If only Vedia's Exodia the Forbidden One would kill this problem instantly. Like a bullshit deck that gets all the parts of Exodia on the first level, and we're done.
I feel this card game may have some balance issues.
Yu-Gi-Oh's not a game you play for balance.
I play Pot of Greed.
Banned.
Oh.
Play Swords of Revealing Light.
Also banned.
Oh.
Mirror Force?
Also banned.
Can't scatter an enemy squad with a hand of card. Oh, I would beg to differ. Card games can do
I
anything.
play Scatter. Piece of shit.
I love his dissatisfied grunt.
Are you sure these are people, not zombies?
Okay.
5 Strix. Now we have a baby.
Somebody lose a baby.
Ignore me!
Hey.
Damn witchery, pieces of shit.
Fine, a water monk.
Well, we have a perfectly good grave here, and it'd be a shame not to use it. Look, they couldn't have smeared blood on all of the magic healing stones. Right?
Right? They're just driving around in a fire truck spraying blood everywhere instead of water.
It's like that septic truck mission from Saints Row.
Burr, burr, burr. 5 Strix.
Oh.
Oh, we don't have Fisk anymore.
Fisk is dead.
Fisk is dead, just like that.
I guess we can level people up now.
Now we have Vi, who's a cleric.
He can heal.
Yep.
And we have Emlyn, who can do
Things.
power absorption and increasing party attack
And defense.
and defense. Increases his health energy by 5 when he uses a card. Increases his energy by 10 when a party member dies. His passive, he doesn't have a passive.
Nope.
Alright, so let's go level these guys up. You got endurance, plus your energy, plus 1 to walking. Next rank is plus 3 to defense.
Just flat defense is nice.
Yep. Plus 1 to attack. And minus 3 to cooldown on that skill.
It's not flat.
it's
Oh,
on that
no,
skill.
it's a
On
bonus
that skill.
to
It
his.
it increases the effect of the anger skill.
Yeah, increases the effect of anger by an extra 30% attack
Yeah.
to defense.
Hmm.
The first one's a passive that just increases his energy and movement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Parry is the attack that gives it. Anger is the one that's increased defense and attack by 1. I feel like defense is going to be a useful thing. So.
Yeah, like we tend to move up and use anger on the first turn, so
Yep.
that brings the defense up.
Yeah, skills. She gets more health. Cooldown goes down. Oh, heavy strike is.
It does make the
Yeah, make
Use
heavy
of
strike
heavy
less costly to use.
yeah.
As long as you can kill someone with it, it's much more of an attractive bargain in that case. Then double strike, I think, is her. Yeah, it does it to health and to energy.
Ah, yeah. What's the upgrade to double strike?
The upgrade to double strike is reduction in cooldown. I think we're actually going to go with Nimble Blade on this one. Especially now that we have a way of getting health back.
We have new cards as well, so
Yes.
we're gonna
There we
swap
go.
those around.
Deck. Yes, reduces defense by 20 to all enemy units, and reduces defense by 20 to all party members.
Yeah.
There's a drain attack.
Keep in mind you can't
Yeah,
use that
that's
before
that's
the
level
fight.
4. Yeah.
I mean, it's still a viable one to put in there. We're not. I mean, you just
Yeah.
have to wait till level 4 to use it, or turn 4 to use it.
I definitely want energy surge in there to give people back energy. Since energy is basically a second health bar that can really quickly bite you if you're not paying attention to it. Swap out for that.
Yeah, deals 5 damage to one enemy, increases everyone energy by 2.
Yeah, reduces health by 5 to a random enemy
and
unit.
increases
increases
attack by 2
energy
one random person.
Yeah. That's a nice balance of stuff. Some healing, thing that can just let us take down an enemy if we need a little more damage.
Fill that empty party slot.
There we go. Okay, so that does remove wounds from a person.
Yes,
that is
but
a
eats up Strixus.
Hmm.
Put Galetta back in.
Swap out. Yeah. Hode, was I tough on my daughter? I guess not.
In enemy territory, a campfire gives warmth, but the cold gives protection. Shadow Clan's code for warriors of peace.
Warriors of Peace.
Warriors of Peace!
Year 1002 since Divine Retribution. Spring Equinox. Kingdom of Frisia. The city of Voden. A procession approaches the city. Hundreds, no, thousands, walk to Voden, shackled and closely guarded.
Now we have swapped characters again.
Low fat.
Shadow Clan, a bodyguard of the highest rank. Working for Count Pelico Sotuli. Woo! Executions and torture for the spring equinox. There's gonna be an astonishing number of victims here today, Jeff.
Cool.
Remain impassive.
Certainly not evil.
Sure. Yeah, you want to have your bodyguard just go kill a couple dozen guards?
Cool.
Make sure that everything is in order.
So kill everyone.
Well, last year we only had 2 people, and they were tortured to death in the city square. Now we got all these people.
They were murderers. Now we just have a bunch of people.
Oh, she's not one of our countrymen, or we would have to immediately ditch our assignment.
Yep. Reet.
Our inner peace is real strong, guys. Oh. Temple servant is, in fact, a reaper.
So what?
Yeah, your point? So we're, bodyguards for hire until the reaping starts. Then it's, come back home and deal with the reaping.
Makes sense.
None can foretell a reaping.
Our Megadon is coming.
No one can foretell the reaping.
I'm certain that gets broken a lot.
Cyrus would have seen this coming. All right. Well.
Only had 10 people at a time.
This is going to be remarkably inefficient. We have thousands of people here. This is going to take hours. The rest we drive further.
Sure, we'll show them all over our town, then becomes someone else's problem. Tell them to come back later. It doesn't solve anything.
Inquisitor.
Well, we're still just following along with the breadcrumbs there.
Yep.
That's some real strong inner peace.
Reign serene. We have inner peace.
Look right through into the void. A great deal of blood in the proper place. Oh, shit, we got more stuff. There we go.
Move the camera.
Yes. was no
Ah.
situation before where we could do that.
Sudden camera control, I guess. I expect them to execute the cameraman by noon.
Look, you know how this is going to turn out. Look, well, I'm off killing those guys. Client's word is law, even if the client breaks the law. Execution. All right, this is the final stage of American Idol. If you fail, you're dead. I can just declare that this is a temple session.
Singing the temple song that makes it a temple service.
Yep.
Oh, thank God. Don't have to go to actual temple this week.
Oh, Reaper showed up.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay, so he's got a bunch of special abilities. Protection from knockback, and he will launch a counterattack if possible. Deals 15 damage to health and reduces the attack of an enemy unit by 1, increases my energy by 2. Deals 30 damage, but costs 9 health to do, but that's an all adjacent enemies thing.
Yep.
23 damage to energy, increases your energy. 60 damage to health. Okay, so that's a desperation. It reduces your defense by 9. It deals 60.
Does not end turn. Or the next one doesn't end.
Yeah, the next one doesn't end turn. Increase your energy by 2, and all damage dealt is dealt to health. Increase your defense by 42. Doesn't end turn. Okay, so yeah, we just have an ability that it's got 5 turn cooldown, but increase our defense by 42.
Start beating ass.
Yep.
Yep.
We're just gonna start next to these guys. Oh, it's only the 4 cardinal directions.
And all the other AOE stuff is like 4 corner directions as well, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you ran out of energy coming close to me. I'll get you hit it. only do health, though.
Correct.
Something else can walk up and hit this guy. Oh, it's a ranged attack.
Yes.
Take that 0 damage and then die.
Yeah. Stay here for now? No reason to move into range of everybody?
Let them come to you.
Hop. Plus we get to burn all of our cooldowns.
Yeah.
He's just standing there! Yeah, well, did you see what they did to Ralph? Ralph's dead. Oh, right, you just scream.
Then you can move up in the middle of those two guys, use your multi-target thing to kill both of them, and then give yourself the armor as well.
Yeah. Or give yourself the armor first.
Well,
I
give
guess.
yourself the armor first, yeah.
Yeah.
Turn.
Fuck you.
What's the number 5 ability he has?
The number 5 ability is increase your energy by 2, and all damage received is dealt to health. So they can't attack like my energy. That will kill either one of them outright. Oh god! Probably backing up is the best solution for the moment. Try and burn down cloud
Attacking
towers.
it's not going to help you here. If you run away, they're just going to move up and attack you anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not faster than them.
Let's get rid of this guy. Oh god. Oh. So it is one we are meant to win.
Yeah. It is a matter of strategy.
You need to use the things have to do health damage on the first turn. So the thing is, he doesn't have any energy at the start, so the first person he attacks does a ton of damage.
That makes sense.
Like, that's why almost everything he has increases energy, because he starts with 0 energy.
So I want to get rid
So,
of these
like-
guys first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think killing them off start good idea. Yeah. Just make sure to use the number 5 ability right off the bat.
Yeah. 6, but yeah.
No, number 5.
All damage is dealt to health.
Yeah, because he has 0 energy, which means if they hit energy-wise, he takes double damage. Just gets wrecked because of it. That's why he lost like half his health in the first attack he took. Probably should have moved back before you did that. Oh, this guy got attacked. If you move back, he would probably want to move up. And then you could move up to him and attack. Without taking any damage.
Oh, he just died.
Oh yeah, I can go with the counter.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, that works too.
Hang out.
Yep.
And then do either the armor or the force health damage. Oh, okay, again.
Yep.
Should have used armor since he was going next.
Yeah.
That's true.
Also, I think in actuality, you don't want to kill guards.
Oh, we're not going to go after them all straight.
Well, because of the way the turn sequence work in this game, like you take an action, then enemies take an action. If you're killing guards off, you're just gonna make the boss guy take more action because of it.
Yeah, you'd want to actually get rid of the boss first.
When all the guards are dead, only the boss is gonna take actions.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You can just start right next to the boss and then start wailing on him. Like move to the other side of them so you're further away from the
Yeah.
What's your 4 attack?
1 second. The 4 attack deals 60 damage to health and reduces your defense by 9.
He's our defense, yeah.
I mean, still probably worth it, seeing as we just increased our defense by 42.
Yep.
Yeah.
What the Reaper's attacks look like again?
So he does 24 damage to the selected stat and 12 damage to the other stat. So you can attack health or energy. Use both. Slap is deals 12 damage, reduces by 5. Push back a title. Intimidating Roar is 5 damage to health of all units.
Okay. None of the stuff actually costs energy, so.
Yeah. But if we
Definitely.
can grind down his energy, then we can start doing double damage.
Do we have a good way to grind down his energy?
No, just Sunburn.
Sunburn isn't terrible.
Sunburn does 23 damage to...
Our first attack only attacks health, doesn't attack energy, so we can't cast
Correct.
health on that.
Yeah, that's the only attack we have that
And
attacks
yeah,
energy.
that's the only thing we have that actually hits energy, and it has like a 5-turn cooldown.
It's better for killing guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're better off just hitting with the base attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The base attack also reduces the attack of the enemy.
Yeah. Which is
So when he goes, he'll have less attack. Hit him again?
yeah.
Hit him with base attack again.
This one will kill him.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh. There's that too.
In the first days of the Great Disaster, you rushed to a backwater town on the edge of a Burkanan kingdom. This time, it seems the dice rolling on the game board will be carved out of your bones.
Oh.
Oh, that was a great single fight chapter, apparently.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look, they can't all be thick volumes of chapters.
Hopper Road.
A mortal has resisted the Reaper. Musha.
Shaw.
Healer, a Baron, and a Scribe. I came down from the mountains.
And boy, are my arms tired.
The reaping has begun. Since you replaced the bell ringer often.
What took getting used to? Magicary or sorcery. So it's a slow reaping.
I believe they just call that illness.
Ah, so the ringing of the bell turns into their senses partially. For some reason. Look, is this a reaping or not?
It's the non-union equivalent.
It's the shinin. They don't want to get sued. No chit-chat for now. They ain't got tits, so I'm not interested. Welcome to Albius.
The town looks glum in the aftermath of the tragic events. The reaping has indeed begun. You barely have enough time to look around as the guards briskly lead you to the town square.
Our guards look like militant Boy Scouts. Just choose to end the conversation. Goodbye. Don't mess with my horse. Princess 10.
You ain't leaving until you talk to the cardinal.
Yeah. Alright, look, we're looking into this bell thing. Magic bells.
Magic bells.
Oh! We got into a fight. Alright.
there's only 5 of them. You can take them.
Yep. And he does some pretty powerful damage. So.
I hope so. He has centuries of experience.
Yes. Yes, wear down all your energy getting to me. Mm.
Next.
There's going to be 6 corpses perfectly superimposed over each other by the time this is done.
No, that guy had the good sense to walk somewhere else. That way his corpse gets his own spot.
Alright, well, now that that's done. Hey, Prince, you know there's a bunch of robbers back there?
I just murdered like 6 dudes.
That's a huge pendant. That must be worth a lot of Strixes. Look, no one's got iPhones. Someone has to record down the things that happened.
Well, yeah, that's why I have Steve in the corner with a chisel and some sewn tablets.
Ah. Sure. Real name for Rasp. Rasp.
Oh. Plants.
Cardinal once again. Excarnate. It seems the tolling can get rid of the reaping. I know. Terrible, isn't it? Mortals. Let's see. Ah, interesting. Prince Treeg's son is one of the soldiers who's with Thorn. It's most likely Fleet, who was already referenced to be the bastard child of some noble who was still providing for him. In secret. But Fleet was explicitly told, no, we're never telling you who he is. Just accept that he's
actually the guy who killed himself by touching the stone.
Ah. And Sop is his bodyguard. Oh, no, it's probably,
It's Hode.
It's Hode, yeah. That's
You
why...
know, given that Prince Treeg is blonde as all fuck.
Oh. They did get to all of them, and they did spray them all down with a hose.
Yeah.
So all the bells are chiming because of this chime. We are forced to climb.
Oh.
I do like this battle music.
Yeah.
And these are standard guards. Got it. Oof. It. I love watching him work. The animation for his sword attacks is very beautiful.
It's like bitch slapping, but with a sword.
Berserker.
Dun, 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 dun.
We got an achievement called Berserker. Follow the guiding one. Collect the 7 parts of wisdom. Read and be saved.
Collect the 7 parts of wisdom, then assemble them on this pedestal. Remember, the head goes on the top, the body goes in the middle, and the legs on the bottom.
I gained a skill point.
Yeah, skill point.
But I've been cursed. The bell was just a ruse. Look, dreams and prophecies are hearsay. Now, gods and magic stones, that's science. I'm not a fan of the prince.
Why'd you name your kid Ho?
I want him to remember where he came from. I named him after his mother. Or it's that meme of, Dad, why is my sister named Rose? Well, because your mom really likes roses. Roses. Thanks, Dad. You're welcome, prostitutes. Curse power, 20%.
Ah.
Nothing else to do here. Nope. Just making sure.
Yeah, the Albus God.
I'm also going to steal a nuclear submarine at some point. Or coordinate the theft at a bank. Hey, don't hex me.
Get hexed.
Stay so hard to code in a way to rub to hit you at. That's some achievement right there. Maybe your masonry was bad. Did you think about that? Peasant. Signs should be found in burnt-out coals, ruins, or a place where there's no water. Interesting.
Don't forget your skill point spent.
Yep. Use energy by 10 to a random enemy unit. Does not end the turn. Deals 14 damage and increases your energy by 11. Oh, it's plus your energy. Yeah, these are bonuses for that. Is energy cost of the ability, or 2 extra damage.
I mean, I'd pick up the new attack.
Yep.
Especially since it doesn't use an action only has a 2-turn cooldown.
Yeah. So our curse is lowering everything, but we're still pretty powerful.
Yeah.
told to look at embers. Oh, choice Goldberg's trying. Watchtower. Yeah, we'll remember the answers. Oh, type events.
Oh, the dead guy splayed out, so it takes a token 2x2.
Yep. Okay. Now come to us. Ah, they have cards.
Ah.
Hmm.
Murder him then.
Yep.
Don't forget your mental blast.
Yep. Alright, it's random. That's okay. Got it.
Oh, it's random, eh? Well, I just use it every 2 turns then.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it does cost energy to use, so.
It does, but not that much, and he has a giant energy pool. He gets more energy than that cost every time he attacks.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have a passive, but he just seems to be regenerating.
Like, it costs 6 energy, our main attack gives us back 11.
Hmm.
Can go between them.
I would go between them and do the, circle strike. Should take them both out.
Bleh.
Let him be.
better off just kind of waiting for them to come to us.
Take that guy in the corner.
It does seem to choose one target for it until that person's done.
Yep.
Not dead.
It's fine. We're good.
Last hit point's the only one that matters.
Yep. Alright, and that is actually a pretty good place to call it for right now. It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So far, I'm having a good time with this game.
Yeah. It's interesting. I mean, it's again, like I said, it's pretty much more Banner Saga.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
I picked this game up on sale for $7.50, and I definitely feel like I've gotten my money's worth out of it. I think it's $19.99 normally, so it's not
24.
24. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd still say it's probably worth it at that price, but you can also wait around for it to be on sale. Seems like
Yeah, it seems like one of those games that's going to go on sale pretty frequently.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're interested, check it out. It's on Steam. It's Ash of Gods Redemption. We're probably not going to make this a regular thing. This is probably just a one-off.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was worth showing it off for the good animations and stuff, but I think we'll be heading back to different stuff come Sundays.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for joining us on this Sunday stream. Tuesday, we'll be viewing the final season of Fodlan Rangers on Chroma Squad. And come next Saturday, we will be continuing our adventures of fishing and merriment in an idyllic mountain town. Hopefully not near the cicada fields. Until then, I have been the Krampus.
I've been Bograt.
I'm Shiv.
And I'm Vincent.
Alright, and remember, get your Strixes in order. Otherwise, the Reaping's
Have
gonna
a good
get
one, everyone.
you. Bye.
Yep.